The Red Sea is becoming one of the most flashpoints on earth, and most people have yet to understand the consequences. Now, this narrow stretch of water connects Africa, Asia, Europe, and Middle East. Nearly one third of the world's containers shipping passes through this, and right now is under a active threat. Missiles, naval deployments, armed groups, international relations, retaliations. We're going to do a global news reporting pertaining to the Red Sea. And for us to understand this crisis, you need to understand the Red Sea's role in the world right now. The Red Sea, as I said, connects multiple continents, right? It connects the Indian Ocean to the Mediterranean through the Suez Canal. This makes it one of the most strategically vital maritime corridors on the planet. Every day, billions of dollars in goods move through this route. Oil, gas, food, medical supplies, electronics. If this passage becomes unsafe, ships are forced to reroute thousands of miles across Africa, diving up, it's going to drive up the cost of things and delays supply chains worldwide. We are already seeing shipping companies alter routes, raise insurance premiums, and warn of the long-term disruptions. Now, over the past months, right, armed attacks on commercial shipping in the Red Sea has escalated significantly. Vessels have been targeted with drones, missiles. Some attacks were intercepted, others were not. So several shipping companies have suspended transit through the sea altogether, just canceling it. Like, it's not worth it. In response, multiple global powers, including the United States and its allies, have increased their naval presence, citing the need to protect freedom of navigation under international law. Now, this has transformed the Red Sea from a trade route into a militarized zone. Do you guys understand what this means? Now, this is not to point fingers of the United States or its allies. It is not a one actor type of show. It is a collision of regional conflicts and global interest. Armed groups are operating near the Red Sea, view maritime disruptions as a leverage for them. Regional powers see the waterway as a strategic pressure point, and then the global power sees instability there as a direct threat to international commerce and security. Now, the danger lies not just in the individual attacks, but the miscalculation. One incident, one misinterpreted strike, one escalation too far to war. Now, when shipping routes are destabilized, this has a ripple effect outward. Energy prices rises, food costs increase. As you guys can see in the United States, we're having a severe inflation in food. Everything is inflated. Manufacturing slows down. Insurance rates spike up significantly. So, for developing nations, these disruptions can be devastating. For global markets, they create this disruption. So for government, they introduce pressure, economical and political. The Red Sea has always been tense. What makes this moment different is the scale and the frequency. Attacks are not isolated, responses are not symbolic. The presence of international naval forces signals that this is now treated as a sustained threat, not a temporary disturbance. History shows us that when trade route is militarized, escalations becomes harder to contain. There are three critical indicators to monitor in the coming weeks and months. Number one is whether commercial shipping resumes normal transit or continues to reroute. The second thing would be whether retaliatory strikes expand beyond defensive interceptions, right? The third thing for us to look at is whether diplomatic channels de-escalate tensions or they fail. Any shift in this area will signal a direction into where this crisis is headed to. The Red Sea is not just a body of water, it's pressure point in the global system. When it destabilizes, right, when it destabilizes, the world feels it economically, politically, strategically. It's felt everywhere.